You know, okay. I was just doing that since it was a neat class, but okay. Hey, stop. Okay, cross that! See what raid this is. And see how badly I'll do it, because I don't know how to do it. Very well. I'm getting closer to actually being the labyrinth, for once. And we have an interesting pair. Red Ranger pose, Yellow Ranger pose, Morphin time. Anton. Okay, cool. We have nerds here! Woo! They're all from Behemoth. It doesn't look like it. I mean, I bet coffee also tastes very nice, I hope. Go Power Rangers. That's what I was thinking these were the Power Rangers, just making sure that when it said Yellow Ranger pose in this, Morphin time. Are they really? They're in my. Oh, they are! Blue Ranger, Pink Ranger. That's hilarious. They're in my, group. I just noticed. I'm guessing that's Blue Ranger. There's a Pink Ranger somewhere around here. I don't know. The Red Ranger looks like they're in a different one. But it's a healer. I don't know. I don't know, Chief. I don't know where this is going, Chief. This is silly. What a sigh. Not in range. Stay in range! and it's just chaos. That was controlled chaos for any amount of that. There's a copper seed. I don't think Amon's gonna go well at this rate. But we have the Power Rangers here. Yay! And they're absolutely they're absolutely holding to the bit. I will give them that too. That's cool. Yeah, like I said before, I am lagging suddenly out really badly. If they start on at least whatchamacallit, offering I don't know, sponsorships for the PC version of Zen. I might try it to stave off my problem with spending money on gachas, I guess. Because, well, that's more or less putting the money in that I got from the sponsorship. So, no, actually, no. Never mind, I said nothing. I say nothing. Yeah, the endless loop. Kind of like the voice actors spending all their money on the gacha games they're a part of. Like I said, these Power Rangers that are in this raid are definitely keeping... Not looking at Sayu. Oh, no, no, of course not. Or Molly. Or any of the other ones from, you know, especially... from Honkai Star Rail. Get together in pool parties. And the poor voice of Don Hung tries his hardest to fucking free-to-play this shit. And everybody else, you know, absolutely ragging on him not to. I try and stay for the most part free to play. People do give me money for during whenever the battle pass restarts, and for the monthly the Trailblazer pass or whatever. So I don't think that counts completely as free to play, but outside of that. I just realized my healer is the Yellow Ranger. My fellow healer. Same. But I also know when to throw in the towel. When the game would not give me first Raiden, and then right after that was Yai Miko, when I was pulling so hard on them. Because as a Fox VTuber, I am required, as law, to, get Yai Miko. Fuck, I've been silenced. Damn it. This is just chaos. This is fucking chaos! I'm just here. Healer, please do me a favor and, heal for me, since I cannot. Oi, oi, oi. So we have pink, which is the ranger, blue, which is, I couldn't see, red, which is the gun, the gunbreaker. We're talking about the rangers. And yellow is one of the healers. So I think I have the... I think I found all the rangers! Kinda like, where's Waldo? Except it's, where's the fucking rangers? No, okay. And the summoner is the other one. Go figure. Ouch, damn. I haven't, though. Cry. Emily? Good evening, madam. We're sending into the yawn, yes. Let me real quickly grab. Anything from that? If I didn't, I can always... I know you want that. There you go, baby. Alright, Sid, let's go. Sid is eager to proceed! Ah! Right then, what to do next? Also, Haru! Tomorrow, do you want to do, the weekly bosses? In, Genshin, speaking of that. Right then, what to do next? We know that Omega is conducting tests to determine the strongest being, but we do not know its ultimate purpose, nor even its exact whereabouts. One of the people I'm saving up for in, at least Honkai is, of course, Foxboy, because, like I said, as Fox Girl, I am required to get Foxboy. Besides the fact that same voice actor as, Kazuha, but also, when Fei Xiao comes out, get Fox, General as well. So. Lately, however, it is within Omega's power to curtail our stay here whensoever it chooses. Accordingly, we have little choice but to proceed as bidden and defeat the test subjects awaiting in Delta Escape. Well, Alpha certainly seems keen, though it might be best if you left the fighting to the others, little one. That, of course, is assuming others are willing. What do you say, old friend? Do I look like I have a choice? This seems to be the most entertaining foray, and I would not dream of missing any part of it. You may rely on me to provide you with remote support. With commendable foresight, I took the liberty of borrowing the various monitors that were lying around, and shall extract all the information I can from them. Alpha's so cute. Tis a pity none of us speak Chocobo. As I recall, though, we are supposed to have Alpha transfer his authorization to us prior to engaging in combat. In which case, Ishnai, you'll need him to accompany you into the Deltascape. See to your preparations and proceed whenever you're ready. I absolutely forgot to check on how the fighting works on this. People won't hate me as a healer, will they? Nothing like learning on the job. Party har 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 har. At this point, you're doing a little more than fumbling in the dark. Take care while you're in there, eh? Everyone will love you, no they won't. Well then, let the Inquisition begin! No, I don't want the Spanish Inquisition! No, all that jumping and fading if I really took it out of me. Oh. Already it's the same thing. Koi! 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 You may enter Deltascape whenever you feel ready. Let me switch it as a healer. The cat doesn't like me doing the koi koi thing. Koi! Koi! Because he seems to be dead set on rubbing against my face as soon as I do it, like... Koi! Koi! Alright. Goodness. Yeah, I might have started this a bit too late. Now that I think about it, since it's 12 on a Saturday. Probably should start off with the raids rather than end with them. Just here to see this, aren't you? Just here to see this, huh? Huh? You wanna see my red mage outfit? Real quick? Alright. Now I'm going... See my red mage outfit. Alright, now I'm switching back. This, yes. I mean, my character is hot. No denying that. Oh, shoot. Okay, there's another, whatchamacallit. .3D print here for some work. Oh. What's your 3D printing? No, wrong setup. Fuck. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Currently concentrating! Sorry about not interacting! Playing with the outfit. D&D spell slot counter. Playing with the zoom 100%. What are these? More shit that I will need to figure out where to put. Wow! It's kind of like Alexander. Nice. Clay? Well done, my friend. We are lucky enough to witness every moment of your struggle via the Stealth Escape's various surveillance devices. I dare say I had a better view than you did. Gaining control over them was the extent of our accomplishments for this outing, though I suppose we did also learn of your adversary's name. Rest assured, however, there'll be plenty of more for such outings. Preliminary analysis suggests that there are 4 combatants in the Delta Escape, all told, including your friend Althro, which means you'll be required to win 3 more further bouts with deltas 2 through 4 in this test world alone. Pet Thieves Company. What? Hey, glad to hear that the little one is happy. Say there's plenty of such worlds in this rift, holding the remaining 85 subjects between them. Plainly, our host has gone to no small amount of trouble. Quite why it is so obsessed with determining the strongest being is another question. To absorb them. Yeah, the near event... Actually, I need to now that you remind me of that, it's a weekly I have to do that, talk to somebody up there. So I might run up there and do that, and then I'll have to do the first near raid again. It's kind of over, but kind of not, because they have a weeklies that I have to do to continue the quest line, but it's not new, per se. Mega seeks to improve itself, to evolve. This was its ever-primary directive. Through contending with mighty foes, it groweth stronger. Having vanquished the vile Krum you call Shinryu. Shinryu, the greatest adversary, a greater adversary was needed. In the absence of such a being, it has but to create one. I don't have everything from the final one, but I don't know that one well enough to, you know, keep doing it. So in the namesake of improvement, it wants to make a new playmate, and it chooses to undertake the task here to avoid any, to avoid outside interference, yes? In part, in making of life is not Omega's primary function. It bringeth complex beings into the corporal realm, only at great cost to itself. As such, it employeth this plane to test unfinished works, that it might determine a single entity worthy of creation. If I understand you correctly, the moment Omega's grand experiment is complete, it'll give birth to a creature mightier than even Shinryu, and then proceed to fight it? Gods help us if a battle of that scale should come to pass. The powers unleashed would be enough to bring you another calamity. Huff, assuming the dragon has the right of it, all test subjects must needs be works in progress, save for ourselves, of course. Then how then do we explain Alpha? As I recall, it manifested corporeally outside the rift. But then again, it is hardly the most complex of creatures. Mayhap it was finished by accident. Nero, you aren't the most complex of creatures. Do not, I would say, you see that face? You see that cute little face? You do not insult. Wedge has it too. Don't make fun of Alpha. He's a good boy. If it hadn't been for him, we would have been erased. He might not be strong, but he's brave and reliable and adorable. Cry, Alpha. No! I don't want Chimkin! No! To change the subject for a moment, Chief. After you lost track of Omega, you said it re-engaged its stasis systems, right? Meaning something somewhere isn't working like it should. I only ask because me and Wedge have done pretty much all we can here. And we're wondering if it might be good, worth going to look at Cartano, going to Cartano to have a look into it. That would be a great help. Nero and I can handle things on this end. Well, maybe you need to tell the retainers to bring back other things. Or they're trying to collect enough to make a claw machine. We'll be off then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, eh? Biggs, there's so much that I continuously do that you wouldn't do, so don't even start. And you be a good boy, Alpha. Do as you're told and look after Ishnai for me. Sure, look after me, uh-huh. But yeah, speaking of, since it's on my mind and ADHD, you know, the beautiful, beautiful thing. The claw! Traded in for adventures. Okay. The claw! I need to... By the way, the ones that had the Scottish accents were the dwarves in this. I need to go all the way over here to pick up this one. It's the Kamra wasn't built in a day thing. Boomer! But I might as well get this done because ADHD. So we'll be doing another repeat kind of a... Yeah. The good thing it's copy bunker. It's not like I haven't copy factory, not bunker. Copied factory. Done that one enough. Well, I remember it enough. Alright. Set! Lala, thanks again for helping us to rebuild our village, so are you rested, ready to begin the work? Worlds to save and packages deliver. Haha. There's no time like the present. Wonderful! I can't tell you how reassuring it is to have you with us. Now to begin with, we need to discuss how we're going to tackle our task. If you join our nervous friend over there, I'll be along shortly to see if some preparations. Wah! It's called my dreams come! I'm in wrong accent. The doom! Oh, it's just you. Forced to have it? Is it time to rebuild, that is? Fleeton's here. Good. Let's get right to it. I have an idea I want to run by the two of you. In order to rebuild, we're gonna need lots of supplies and willing hands. Neither of which we have a heap of at the moment. But then I thought, what if we availed ourselves of the technology used by the machines? With the wealth of parts they left behind, we'll have all the materials we need to rebuild and upgrade our automata to do the work. Not only will it be practical, since we are using the forces behind our destruction for our salvation, it's also poetic. For your part in this, Ishnai, I'd ask you to venture into the tunnels and gather those parts what you might find useful. Whatever you find, you bring to our friend here. He'll examine the objects to see how they might be put to use. So that's about it. What do you think? Sounds like a plan. Don't know why you're asking me of what I think. I'm gonna do it anyways. Good, good. With this, the rebuilding can finally commence. We'll prove to everyone that you can't keep us nerves down, except for maybe with copious amounts of grog. That would be an issue historically. Well, I'll be just getting back to my post. Without someone breathing down their necks, our miners are liable to stand around with their thumbs up their arses. If you have any questions, you can direct us to our friend here. Ha. Between you and me, we're probably doomed to fail, but if that's going to happen anyways, there's no point in delaying it. If that's to say, if you're ready to begin, then so am I. Doomed, I tell you, doomed! Weekly quests available from Dorm site. Lead your individual to rebuild their home. All that grinds is not gloom. And not all who wander are lost. Yes, make that Lord of the Rings reference. Not all that glitters is gold. Ready to go to your doom? I mean, get to work for you. Good, good. As per the chief's instructions, your task is to gather items the machines left that might prove useful for rebuilding our village. You know it's a suitable place for that? There's a ruined factory strewn with machina. Oh, that sounds perfectly forbidding. While you're out searching, I'll get my tools ready for dismantling. I look forward to seeing the spoils of your foray. Do I actually go into Copy Factory, or like go into Copy Factory as a coffee factory? Yes, let's go into the coffee factory. It sounds like a Great deal. Oh. No, we haven't looked in. No secret letters? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, it's all the way over there, but like I said, switch to my bard so I can run there faster. I thought that I actually had to do the raid, but not just run in here. But that's fine. I hate that I'm almost going to be full of second chance points. Alright. Running, 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 running. We'll make it somewhere. Machine for life form wreckage. If it starts talking to me, I'm hitting it. Though not very hard because I'm a level 40 in a level 80 area, but I mean, it's a thought that counts. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I thought I saw something. New lore? That I missed? Machine report 1. The machine's primary objective seems to be nothing more than kill enemy. What's troubling, though, is that their auto-evolution systems have begun to build a private network. Okay. The thoughts that count. Yes, there are a lot of thoughts on the ground over there that are dead. Running, 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 running. Probably will need to switch over to my other characters once we're out in the area where we can be attacked by things that are twice my own level. This weekly done? Well, sure, it's my beard. I've never seen anything like this. It's not going to suddenly spring to life and strangle me, is it? I mean, would you enjoy it? Well, if you say no, well, if you're sure, I'll set about studying it once. Oh, I should mention that the chief is lurking for you. Looks like he has some news to share. It's something dreadful. I shouldn't doubt. I shouldn't doubt. Lolly, you'll never believe this. Oh, Ishnai. Something has arrived in the village for you. It's for Kanog. It looks like some kind of technological. What's it? See this gold pattern here? Haven't the faintest idea how you'd read it, though. This portable archive the siblings built should do the trick. Huh? So you just have to wave this archive at it. Fine. Well then, there you go. Feel free to check it if at your leisure. Leisure. You know, it might be Kanog up and left the village, but the fact that he is still keeping in touch gives me hope he hasn't given up on us just yet. So I'll keep doing what I can. Keep working on to change this village into a place where Kanog will want to return to. We've got lots of mountains to climb, and that'll take a lot of time. But bit by bit, with their help, I'm sure we'll get there. Message. Portable archive. Just set that up. Message. Dear Ishnai. Oh, wrong accent. Wrong accent! Dear Ishnai. I hope this message finds you real. I'm going on a journey to learn the secrets of the White Spears for myself. Maybe some of them will be of use to you. I'll keep a record just in case. I don't know where that accent decided to run off to, but it ran off all the same. Okay, I'm about to have a waylay of distraction and go do the main quest. Because... ADHD, what the fuck's that? No clue! Do you have it? No! So I'm real quickly gonna go come over here and look. And no, the main reason why I want to do the main quest is because the thought that occurred to me is I'll be losing second chances. I mean, yeah, second chances on this if I continue, because I'll continue to gain them, but I won't have anything to do with where to put them kind of thing. The adventure report. Cat? No. Start getting better items for them. And I remember too. Hmm. No, no, no. Alright. Main quest, here we go! I don't know how many, dungeons are between here and when I end for the night, but hopefully I'll be getting a lot of the second chances stuff through used up enough so that I feel comfortable continuing on with Omega. Quest line. Hi, sir. We have some problems. Why are you still labeled Crystal Exarch when you're Tia? Ah, Ishnai, you have returned. You are returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. No, it wasn't. Ah, he even says it! But of course it wasn't. Go on. The corporal aether seems show signs of instability by the gods. The possibility never even occurred to me. Graha? If you returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. 'Tis but a mercy we have the likes of Mistress Kryl, and Master Matoyo to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. But they cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. We're still waiting for others to appear. Just showing us, you know, not appearing all at once. Slowly wandering in.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
No, don't worry, we're missing 2 other people too.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryl's findings.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected. To my eye, at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryl is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Definitely.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration.
Oh, don't look at me. I don't even know anything about anything.
Ere I begin, it must be noted
I can't inspire something from I don't even understand.
In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. 'Tis a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first.
And you failed a few times, that's the reason why they're here.
Analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed.
The others.
Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target.
Well, it's a good thing they were with us to help you.
The spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
Then cut the cord.
I would not soon throw my life away. Not after the lengths you and yours went to save it.
I was going to say, if you're suggesting to kill yourself so that they get summoned back, I'm gonna actually, you know, strangle you myself, but not completely kill you, but still strangle.
No effort
I was like,
to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
sorry, I'm gonna have selective hearing past this point. No.
Oh.
I love you, Alize.
What was that for?
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless she says so.
Exactly!
Your followers await your divine judgment.
I'm not a goddess!
What did you just...
Oh, Y'shtola.
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary's success.
My followers. Yes, I am a success in not being a failure, but still not
only of her
a
body
complete
and soul, but her personal
failure.
effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Soulstone?
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us her possessions, she could carry our souls back to the source upon her person?
Soulstones!
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change.
I don't know, sounds like it is.
Vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on her part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
That'd be the nicest ending of what it could be.
Right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend.
I don't know if you made it look like a cute little doll.
Our souls within an object in her
I could obviously pretend that they are you.
Then our safe passage could be assured. White Auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one
Massy
of ours
soul.
with relative ease.
That massy mass.
We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
The fact that I brought up a soul stone, soul stones are made from auracite, I mean. But they're also in the lore made
Soul
from a
preservation and
high seraphim that I murdered.
I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us.
Ultima.
On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Is this the mirror of Master Matoya, kinda?
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand.
And speaking of dungeons, I'm guessing a dungeon's coming up even though
away from the world. What makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
'Cause I'm cute and fluffy?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters.
Because I'm cute and fluffy and the main protagonist will talk to me.
No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience.
Fei-Ul, I need your help again!
They may still be inclined to turn you away, of
Fei-Ul.
course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Your sapling needs help again! I'm gonna... How does that look? It doesn't quite... I mean, the chains work! Like, recolor it something else later. I guess that could work, kind of, but I'm not... First thing I do is look on whether it works or not. I'm not vain, shut the fuck up. This one works kind of better, but I also need to fix that. Wait. Need to talk to them. 'Tis said the kingdom of Vtuber was once home to the realm's greatest knights and magic spell. To command a place at a royal court, the Numo who we seek must need to be a mage among mages. A mage of surpassing skill living a life of seclusion? Now where have I heard that before? One can only hope that they are more receptive to unsolicited visitations. The Numo seem to be a welcoming folk in Ilmag. What do you suppose would have driven this one to a life of seclusion? Blaming themselves for problems, maybe? I don't know. I'm sick and tired of the Exarch's attempts to selfless sacrifice. If he suggests dying one more time, I swear I'm gonna grant him his wish. I love you, Alize, but at the same time, no. Down, girl. The Grand Cosmos, that is, the palace we seek. Okay, Final Fantasy VII reference. It stands on the opposite shore of the source. I'll arrange for a boat to carry us there. Well as thou journeyeth thither, I think it best to devote mine energies to the creation of white auracite, by thy leave. Of course, the process requireth no small amount of time, and should the Numo consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen. And do be prepared for a warm welcome. Reception. I mean, it's par for the course at this. Pray join the others in Sullen. Well, yeah, Sullen, not the Waking Sands. I shall turn my thoughts to the Auracite and apprise Thancred and Ryan of our progress. Okay. Alright. All the way down there. Okay, fine. Alright, upsy-daisy we go, so. 87% done. I forgot. What was it you were printing again? It was wasn't it something for D&D? Spell slot counter. Okay. I still can't fly here yet. Can I? Yeah. Fits inside it. Nice! Oh, that sucks. So this will help it a bit, or make it more worth it? Also, how's work going for you? Out of torture. I'll use a pretty one. Okay. This is just a travel. What, you don't want to show off your riz to your, friends when you were playing D&D at their house? Because the original term for riz was riches? I'm confused why people think it's a romance. I know they say they're gonna riz somebody, but it's like as romance, but I'm like, so they're like, originally it meant like you were wowing them with your riches, so I must remain humble. Ah. Serve the fox queen. I mean, you don't have to remain humble to serve me. In fact, you don't have to serve me at all. I'm good. I'm good. The Exarch said to prepare for a warm reception at the palace. Let's hope it's more cordial than his last visit. He said the palace is opposite shore, but I see nothing on the horizon save empty sky. Curious. You don't have to be a... Sweetie. Just live your best life. Be your best self. I was relieved to hear that Exarch intended to arrange a boat to carry us across the lake. Not that I'd oppose to swimming, mind you. I know, it's just... I'd rather not people make assumptions here. All shall pray for the fox queen. Yeah, As I told you before, I scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set foot upon by our host's familiars. I expect our reception today may be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for a distance? You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Sabby, you are no more virgin than I am not a virgin. Actually, I believe the Exarch might have the right of it. I have no doubt... They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into the creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who have overcome my defenses. As would any true seeker of knowledge, and there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. That's not how that works, Sabby. But we can seize their interest. Mayhap we can earn their audience. That's also not how that works. Weapons drawn, then. Though I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all this. I mean, it's a feeling, but I mean, not how that works. Do I? Well, I will not deny I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all rather than pacing inside the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Ishnai is around. Alphino, shut the fuck up. What exactly are you implying? Everybody's trying to risk me. Everybody's trying to risk me. She averted a calamity, and the light which seemed destined to consume her has been extinguished. 'Tis only natural we are pleased to see her. You shall have saved me. Yes, well, we'll have plenty of time to celebrate her good health after we're finished here. Please stop raising me. Of course, let us proceed to the palace. I don't think my face could get any fucking redder. God, Unless you count it as like a sunburn. Small tart. How long has it been since we last went on such an expedition? I cannot help but be reminded of the ruins of Asopka. I mean, didn't we already do a few, dungeons before, but okay. I think we've done enough talking, don't you? We have a new mood. Yes, I can't imagine what manner of beasts will keep guard there. No doubt they will afford us an opportunity to explore the palace. A pity. Well, maybe they'll let you explore after we beat them up. It is good to be here with you for a change. Whatever you would have me do, you need but say the word. Hey, Catboy, you busy? I'm sorry, Alphino. Or... Actually, I might do it as a red mage.
Victory will be ours!
Mostly so because, I don't have to pay attention to healing. And watch their conversations as it goes. Knock knock, motherfuckers! That doesn't look like a new move. That looks like a follow of Cthulhu. Should you value your seeker of solitude, should you value your lives, you'll quit this place at once. Now be gone with you. Well, I'd say we're off to a fine start. Perhaps, but how long will our good fortune holds remains to be seen. Oh, we'll be fine. Over armor. But what about the under armor? Also, I'm here to see how much you've improved, Alphino, on your healing ability. I'm here to judge you, Alphino. How does that make you feel? No stress, though.
Away with you!
From ageless sleep I bid thee rise, says the Seeker of Solitude.
I will not hold back!
Think it's gonna attack me? Never. There we go. Bring unto them a swift demise. I mean, it hasn't been happening recently, so I mean... Oh. You. That. Hey, Alvaro, you're doing pretty well! Look how they make a mess of my floors. Swish and flick, my lovely, swish and flick. How quaint. They remind me of Master Matoya's rooms. You and I remember those rooms and their owner quite differently. I think Master Matoya was sweet in a grumbly old woman kind of way. Echo, please. Over weapon. I mean, that's a name for him. Hey, Crystal? Grahatia! You should know how to... Should better know how to better tank than I do! If you're gonna be an all-rounder, be an all-fucking-rounder!
I will not hold back!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Shiveric Sphere. There you guess.
So be it.
Brave Knights of Ed, tried and true. Roses are red, violets are blue. Is that how we're going with this? Just curious. That would be good. Wrong thing. I ate the wrong thing. I have to be better now, actually. Yeah. Seeker of Solitude. The Martial Court! If you insist on making a mess of my palace, then you leave me no other choice. Cool.
Leave the healing to me.
Are they coming for the... Are they coming to clean? Let's say, they're coming for the clean! Oh, I already have that on there. Wrong button. Nice! You heading out now? A little while longer. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm concentrating if I seem to be not responding to people. Music! Ba, 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 ba. Such pernicious stains you are. No matter. Yes, I am a pernicious stain. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment on that one. Insufferable, a lot of you. I'll spare you, only this once. Now leave me be! Sorry, I couldn't hear you over, whatever I was doing. Still you press onward? How foolish. Yeah, like I said, sorry, I wasn't listening to you over whatever it was. Waha. What does this look like? Oh, those are fancy motherfuckers. Oh, and also the gardens are fancy, motherfucker. Her Grace's gardens, beautiful as ever. The path makes a curious pattern, not unlike a magic circle. Thy wings, wings of dreams, I bar thy path. Oh, the flying pigs. Okay. We just needed the flying pigs in here, didn't we? Well, I really shouldn't expect, since porks are the creation of... Well, they're familiars of them. Also, the Dream Eaters, if I remember, since the Porksy we were talking to before. Little Nightmare Eaters or whatever. Bell Porksy. Bring it past. I conjure forth Garden's Wrath. I mean, I guess. Weeds are bad. Except for certain type of weeds that actually aren't really weeds at all, but people treat them like they're weeds, but it actually, you know, keeps certain insects away.
I will not hold back!
Oh, they explode. Fun. Self-destruct. It was super ineffective. Hold them fast with Thorn and Vine. But that sounds more kinky than not. I mean, Vine. Yes, Thorn and Vine, uh-huh. Tie me up, Karama. I mean, I said nothing.
I will not hold back.
I mean, there are many different things that you could, you know, garden and grow there. Many. About to be attacked. Oh, treasure. Choker of aiming. How does that look? I'm not sure how I like it. Ward choker. Hey, get the XR! Say, what happened to you fucking, you know, doing your job as a tank? Paraproxy. So, let me guess, y'all paralyze. Just from the name, just you're hazarding a guess here. If I get in the way. Or is it talking about, like, flowers, like bellflowers and...
I will not hold back!
I'm trying to see if there's like any kind of bell, like that could be a bell flower or anything on there, but oh, Lena, she's speaking of ladies and vines and please tie me up. Sheath also it's a fairy. Come then, little ones, let me show you the delights of my garden. Please, miss, please. I mean no, I summoned the nice, you know, lady here. Okay, get those out of the... out of... being thrown. Cool. Ode to Lost Love. Ode to Fair Winds. I'm gonna regret. Ode to Fallen Petals. Ode to Lost Love. You have many odes, don't you? Direct seating. Play.
I will not hold back. I will not hold back.
Do. Come on. I shall bloom again. Mayhap now we have sown the seeds of interest. Ha ha, Alphino. Ha ha ha. My garden is ruined. Ruined. Mark my words. You will pay for this. Hey, if you would have like let us in or easier, I might not have, you know, had to do this. How does that look? Very stabby. Mithrine Hall. The wings of the dragon are so pretty! Oh, wrong thing. Can I keep him? 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 Probably not. Well, if I can't keep him, might as well kill him. You know that's how this works, right? Always. The room's over there, you know, cleaning up after our mess as I burn everything. I mean... say, tends to be the moniker of most murderers anyways. I summoned thee from flesh of stone with wings of dreams to grind their bones. Cool! Seeker of Solitude is just as vicious as I am. Especially vicious in the fact that I want everybody to leave me the fuck alone when I'm, you know, in my solitude. Sorry, I was checking the...
Away with you! I will not hold back!
Out of curiosity. So I did have to go that way. Damn. Why do you persist? Why will you not let me be? Won't be welcome, madam. Said Lord Torin, long may his reign. I can, but I wonder how lonely they must be. It's delicious. Be well, madam. Memories of those who were behind, that were killed, I guess. Immortal Knights, heed my call! Sir Moonbreath, okay. Nope, nope. Alpha, no!
Leave the healing to me.
I was, and I almost died. Alpha, no! Alpha, no! Sir Moonbirth? I mean, Mothbirth? Sir Javeth? I think some of these stories are actually on, in Iroange's house thing of different people who've existed. Timer. Circumference? No, sadly no. And sadly, it would be very small. Or if you like small circumferences, then fine. And by the king's judgment, see them fall. Sir Hamath Benefber. Bro. It's the king! What do you expect? You think you can tell the king what to do? Off with your head! I mean, if you think that'll work. Actually, it says Lord, but it does say, sees by the king's judgment, see them fall. It says Lord, so it may be a king or may not be the king. The elves shall prevail. Is that what the guy was saying? Oh, right. This is supposed to be, more dramatic. More or less based after, Ishgard. And being the elves. Hi, welcome to Anastasia. How may I help you? Or that, one dungeon raid in World of Warcraft. I see you cannot be dissuaded from your misguided path. A pity. It's as if we're a glimpse into the past. Yeah. Dancing bears, painted wings. Alas, dance so wonderful. You're quite light on your feet. Dancing bears, painted wings. Things I always remember. And a song someone sings. Once upon a time. Yes, only these halls long enough. Come, Lungus. Our guests yet want for company. Didn't let me even finish my song. Insatiable flame. Well, if you want to burn down your house, fine. The fact that there's health on the drapery, you are really fucking gonna burn this down, aren't you? I do believe we have now not only have their curiosity, but their attention as well. Then we best not waste it. I think we also have their anger.
So be it.
Scorching left. Okay. Yep, that answers that. Hey, I bet they're like if...
This is going to leave a mark.
Alphino, really? My healer.
I am in your debt.
The fuck, I think... I mean, this sounds like a you problem now. No. What's this? Oh. We're counting down different directions to go. You come over here? Scorch the left. I have to remember where my left and right is. Fuck. The worst enemy of all, along with gravity in this game, for me. Oh. You fucking mess. Look, you're the one that wants to destroy your house so badly at this rate.
To me.
not the things that are burning it down. He is. Which is kind of sad because I am a pyromaniac at heart. But this is the first time, you know, I'm actually not, you know, going out of my way to destroy everything.
This is going to leave a mark!
I'm with you.
Thaliak, protect me!
There we go. You would... Now repeat, don't get mad at me for having this room burnt. Or slightly blame me, but you wouldn't let, you know, stop and let me talk. No, that's gonna be sold. What's that look like? I actually kind of like that. That would go good on my warrior. If I ever get him at level 80. Keep that there. So that'd be good for a warrior.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
Can you not look so like you're about to, like, you know, I can't even make a, I was say, I can't even make a joke because my mind is, Yep, it's a cute one. It's one of the cute ones. Probably the scary face to hopefully scare people away, but no, it's a...
Backlogue, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Don't use those words with him.
Shake? Beg?
Those are terms of power.
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence!
Yeah, they're words of power for them.
It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
Yeah, you're a sinner for thinking, you know, that other form was absolutely not hentai.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion.
Alphino with his silver tongue there.
But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
Serious look of heal.
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Oh, sweetie. Refuse all you want. We won't lie down and accept defeat.
Oh. Of all the visitors I could possibly have, they're even more stubborn than I am.
I mean...
Oh. No.
Give the lady a chance. Or them a chance.
Oh. Very well.
I think they're a them.
I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
I'm not jealous, Key. I'm not jealous at all. You also might not have a stabbing in your future. Who knows?
To our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
Hi, Alphino. There you are. The others are gonna head to the Crystal Tower with Vekluke. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when trading with them. Yeah, them. I had ever so sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny the part of me is glad that Yoronche shared his knowledge of the new move with us. Had he not, Vekluke wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting will only add insult to injury. Yeah, Emily. I like her voice. Oh wait, I was about to teleport out. Good thing I didn't. I don't have flying in this area, and I'd have to come all the way back. Afino looks just about ready to leave you behind. I just almost did, too. We mustn't dally here any longer, Ishnai. If Luke is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present. You mean Yanfei? Yeah, she's my main, she's been my main, fire person forever since I first got her. I think I have all of her, whatchamacallits, though. Constellation. Yeah! Hey, Sabby, I bet you can search them quite well on the internet. Except when they're not rules and just suggestions as well. Were you already informed before I got here?
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing?
Nice.
But that you hail from another world as well?
Yes.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own.
Yay.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
Just call me fat, bro. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Or am I?
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light. The
Get some juice because I'm thirsty. Yeah, thirsty.
After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear
Welcome back.
Is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
There's a catch, there's a catch, there's a catch.
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change.
There's a catch, though! I swear! There'll be one!
I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Woo! Assembled! And so, I sometimes forget we're not truly here in the first. It'll be good to be whole again. Beluk has a fine eye. Though we have yet to begin, I'd rather think the Exarch was right to call on them. Did you happen to notice the magic rooms strewn about the Grand Cosmos? Uncanny. Well, like I said, it feels like a mirror to Matoya. Fortunately for us, Beluk is one of a mind to see you and your fellow Scions justly compensated for your efforts. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? White Auracite, you say? An intriguing proposition, but which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They've become highly charged, likely as consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic unstable state, there's no telling what may happen when their souls within the Auracite. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their body. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? Yeah, go to Penacony. In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would render our souls dormant entail? Go to Penacony! In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw aether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, the resulting surfeit of aether removed. Your minds will ultimately be separated from those fox bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will rectify upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sin Eaters, their aether may be stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? What, do you think you might be able to help them? I might or might not, but I shan't know until I'm sure, for sure until I've seen their condition firsthand. Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything that might increase their suffering. With my faith in man I lost. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the end, I will assist Ciarfox in creating the requisite Auracite. I believe my talents would be better applied to the endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assess Feglu as necessary? Yes, leave the youngest among us. Let's make for Desert then. You know, help the elder one restore their faith in humanity. It pains me that there are those who yet suffer despite our victory over the light. We must hope a way can be found for both them and our friends. Ciarfox is more than capable of creating the Auracite on his own, but if aught to go awry, I would be on hand to assist him. What am I doing? Wrong thing. Having Broken Light's stranglehold on the first, I would like to believe they will one day recover, yet I fear that they might not come so soon. Luke told me they wish to see the worst afflicted. Haldrick. There are times when I swear there's something he wants to tell me, if only he could form the words. So, this is Haldrick, is it? Yes, etheric balance leans perilously towards the light. Towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? Same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. He will become a sin-eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the Warrens and banished the light from the night sky. Haldrick was completely unresponsive before, but now... Mumble. Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there's a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the aether in one's body. After some refinement, it was used by the Knights of the Vulgar. Then, for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore to never again make it. But for their sakes, I will break that oath. It is not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Come, let's see what the effect my tonic will have on their aether, if any. This potent tonic invented by Luke during the time of Wilbur is said to revitalize both soul, figuratively and literally. Tonic stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has no effect. I mean, let's say it might take a bit. What is that? What is this warmth I feel in my chest? Strange. Is it me or is it suddenly warmer? It's rather nice. Stares blankly seem tonic has no effect. What would Alizé and Alphino have to say? Please let this work. Leave this one to me, Ishnai. I feel warm in my legs. I don't feel as heavy. So it's past a certain point, they're good. It helps them, or by the looks of it. I mean, before a certain point. Now then, have you noticed any change in patients? A notable rise in body temperature and an increase in motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then. 'Tis true that with the restoration of night and the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to an equilibrium given time. But this only holds true for their corporal aether. Their incorporeal aether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Haldrick, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but that could take years, decades even. By the gods, he could wake to find himself an old man. A fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think there's possible a way we could find to hasten their recovery? Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them we might learn something of relevance of your own predicament. Cool. Corporal and incorporeal aether. I confess I've never had cause to make the distinction. Did they just say what I think they said? Might it really be a way to help Haldrick and the others? And help ourselves in the process? I mean, they didn't stutter. Metaphysical! Woo! I have that game, I think. I suspect the Crystal Exarch told you of my past. That I was once a mage at the Royal Court of Obor, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patients was one of the fruits of my labors. I hoped to do great things for the kingdom, but in the end, my knowledge only brought suffering, a plague like the one of which none had ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. And now you have a chance to redeem yourself. That I do. A comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand. Finding a means which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal aether. You think it can be done? Were the sky still blazed in primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility, but now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for aether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. Kind of like the one that we were using, the nightmare one? If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with whatever it is that's going to be needed to be done, if it's all the same to you. Alright, fine. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. Oh, who'd have thought? The purest of waters, the finest of clays, as well as a fairy lantern brimming with pure pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar will help the patients, fine. Alphino, the watering clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humored them with our company, I'm sure they're willing to help us. Oh, so I don't have to do this. Fine. We'll pay a visit to Ilmeg, though I never thought you would be the one suggesting to go back there. Well, not only that. Say, I bet they're gonna make you wear each other's clothing like they tried to do before. But I know nothing about children. Children is sometimes if they get an idea stuck in their head, you can't get it out until you do it. Also, I know children because I am a child half the time. Anyways, at heart and mind. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fae folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out new Mu of Plani. They'll be able to supply you with the water suitable for our needs. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? There remains the matter of the clay. Might it prevail upon you to find it? Good for the soul. You mean chicken soup? Clay from Umareg is likely the best. Know of anyone who might be able to assist us? I could ask the miners at the Twine. Ah yes, they'll be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else I can do. Learn of stagnation, which afflicts these people here. I have no doubt the miners of the Twine can help you find what you need. While you're away, I'll learn what I can about the nature of the patient's afflictions. Alright, Sabby, I hope you sleep well, and thank you so much for coming along and viewing my beautiful, beautiful cat girl. You know, as you do. Warp that my chest is spreading, I can feel it in my hands. Well, they don't have fox girls in here. And it isn't the feline girls, which they now have. Sometimes I wish we never got that trolley running again. Now Jerkle wants more of the bloody things and refuses to shut up about it. I can't stop thinking about that giant Talos we built. Can you imagine what it will do with the matching trolley? It feels like a waste not to build one. Ishnai! What a coincidence! Oh, you come at a good time. We've just this moment finished repairing the Talos and the trolley you lot took into Nabur. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered to us a share of the leftover building materials from stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chai knows. He seems pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refuses to see all the good we can do with it. You're entitled to your dreams, Circle. I just realized, is this supposed to be a reference to Steve Urkel kind of thing? The kind of mental... I didn't watch many of those episodes, but it's just Urkel. It doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Something tells me Ishnai didn't come here all this way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? Did I do that? I think that's the only thing I really know about Steve Urkel. And, of course, the outfit. I see. And this familiar requires clay from Amareg. Well, look no further. If anyone could find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but must be some lurking somewhere or another, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Brian mines to make Adobe bricks. Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you're after the good stuff, could do worse to look there. I still say the trolley for the Talos is a good idea. You agree, don't you? No. You would be on your guard at the mines, spend too much time long peering at the ground, and a coyote is sure to come in and bite you on the arse. Look, I could sneak. I have the sneaking ability as a miner right now. Stay safe out there, and remember, you don't need an excuse to come and visit us. I mean, true, but your dialogue does not change unless I have an excuse to come and visit. Now I have to go get my, warrior up. Just to be able to wear this as a set. We'll do a few more quests and then we'll end it for tonight. Yeah, let's finish off helping the people at the end and then end it for tonight. I have to figure out to download and edit that 14-hour long stream I had. I still haven't done that to put on YouTube. So and I'll try and use up more of the second chance stuff so that I can finish Omega tomorrow. I mean today, later night, for the... Alphino! Alize, how'd it go? The pixies were constantly confusing me with Alizé. In jest, I assume. I mean, it's not that we look that much alike. We don't look that much alike, do we? Sweetie, it's fine. That had better be the only thing we need from the pixies. If I have to endure one more plague, so help me gods. I can deal with it. The twins have returned, in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You had the clay, I take it. I love that she shrugs and he lowers his head. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay and water, then heat the mixture with the fairy lantern. After that, it would be a simple matter of setting upon a suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. Luke, I have a question. In the event we had need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes? How can the others have suffered so much? And I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance the spell could do that, I would be the one to evoke it. Mayhap you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect, and you are plainly more familiar with these people than I. I dare say there are few in all of Norvrant more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Ishnai? I mean, that are still alive. Absolutely, she's the best woman for the job. I'll give it an all. For Haldrick, for Tess. If we're all of a mind of a matter, Alizé should be the one that conjured the familiar. Hey, Cheese, how are you? How are things going? And how's work at the bank going?
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay?
And this time you caught me not panicking in the middle of a raid.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
A porksy?
Plump.
No good stories. Cry.
And a short curly tail.
Cry.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
Don't make fun of the artist that, you know...
There we are. How's that?
I'm gonna murder it. You know, I was making a joke and don't make fun of the artist, but... I've been doing well.
It is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
I would say, don't your brother.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
You're not helping.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will
I
turn
love Final Fantasy
imagination
XIV.
into reality.
I really do. I'm enjoying it so much. I would absolutely suggest it. If you want to find an MMO to get into.
Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye. Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
Though the ARR content is rather slow, it picks up past the first expansion, and I've had my longest stream ever, maybe last week, which was 14 hours. No, it wasn't last week. Probably the week before that. 14 hours, because I couldn't get the... I couldn't stop. No, last week I had COVID, again.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Though that, of course, answers the question of how have I been. I feel like I've been fine, but that's because I just forgot that I had, you know, COVID, because I wasn't quite thinking through that.
Not bad for a first attempt.
Oh, definitely.
Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric.
This is currently, by the way, we're at the very end of Shadowbringers in the intermediate, I guess the intervention between, the next expansion. I appreciate that, hun. I hope you haven't caught it any in the amount of time that we have since the last time we talked. Or anybody you know. It was both Mom and me that caught it.
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name.
You're going to Vegas. For a party or for work?
All right, I've decided. Now. Go, Angelo!
Angelo! Oh my god! Reference to Final Fantasy 8, dog! Angelo! Renoa's pet! And part of our limit break. Relaxing to make that generational wealth. Ah. Don't see how... I guess it's because I'm such an introvert. The whole... going to Las Vegas sounds like it's more of a stress-inducing than it is relaxing. I can understand it a vacation, but that feels like as soon as I finish that vacation, I will need another vacation to relax from that. Oh, sweetie! Oh, frick. Mother... Oh, cat! Stop! Gonna knock my laptop off. Can't read the chat then. By the 12! Though it was only for a moment, he spoke. There may yet be hope for these people. Hotel enjoyed the AC. That works. That absolutely works. Though, I think probably the only relaxing thing there, but I thought they fell for bankruptcy, was seeing Cirque du Soleil when they used to do traveling shows. I think something like that would be relaxing for me more than anything else. But I mean, the problem is, of course, getting around, since there'll be so many people around anyways. Ugh. But I hope you do enjoy your time at Las Vegas. Whatever you do, because I would say it's technically you're vacation, so... Say, enjoying yourself is the key of a vacation. And to each their own. Don't they have residencies or stuff with people at, like... When they talk about residencies, they're like famous not magicians, performers that stay. I really don't know much about Las Vegas outside of, general stuff. The girl's resolve is quite impressive. One might almost think she drew strength from another. If you could go to any show that was recent or in the past at Las Vegas, what would it be? I know that a lot of places had problems and closed down because of COVID. How is he, Luke? Did it work? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of color has returned to his soul. Gods, I would jump for joy if I wasn't so exhausted. We're so close, Haldrick. If you are even now in the process of discovering, the magic asks much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of his stagnant soul has been the most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation. Thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via our site. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. But Big Log said this: when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Probably Cirque du Soleil? Nice. Does that not sound like something of the tempered back in the source? Not really. It is the fate of most tempered to become slaves to the primordial. Save in a handful of cases, or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know at least one in the source who could desperately use such a treatment. Gabu. Exactly! His condition is uncannily similar to Haldrick, is it not? The only difference is his soul was suffused with earth aspect aether instead of light. Your soul is currently helping Yurionche, fix the aura site and stuff. If you were, like, maybe 10 minutes earlier, you would have seen me running around a dungeon with her. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there might be a chance we can save him, right? Forgive me, but who is this Gabu fellow who you speak of? I see. His condition does sound similar, yet there's much and more about the soul that remains unknown to even me. I say this not to discourage you, you understand, but remind you that this is delicate work we do here, work requiring patience. Of course! As long as there's hope for patience here, I will devote whatever time needed to see this through, all Alizé. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue work with their treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystarium with Begluk and see if you can't make some headway on their newly poised theories. I would tell you to rest first, but I can see you're not to be convinced. Ah, the fire of youth. No, this is Alizé too, and probably me if though I bet she'd rest if I looked at her and told her she needed to. Experimented in soul system. Yeah, I know, Apocalypse. Let's return to the Crystarium then. Finally! I found you! I mean, it's not like I'm wearing red, that's obvious. Kassir? What are you doing all the way out here? There's trouble back in Umura. By the way, we are on a different... there are 13 shards of the source. We're on technically a different world. A shard of the source, the main one. So, this isn't the main world. There's trouble, Lady Chai's beside herself, sighing, pacing the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Sighing and pacing, you say? It must be urgent. I'll take it. I take it I will be returning to Crystarium alone. Go on then. It's not as if I have anything for you to do. Thank you, Beglug. Sorry to bother you and all that, but she says the future of Ilmor is at stake. Don't know who's gonna be the leader? I know. I vote her husband. The future of Ilmor at stake is it? Well, do what you can, but keep an eye on Alphino, will you? See that he doesn't involve himself more than necessary. Alphino not involve himself more than necessary? We have to extract him from it, most likely. Whatever could be so urgent for Lady Chai to summon us thus. By the way, this is my astrologian. Also, Cheese, if you were to play an MMO, especially like Final Fantasy, what class do you think you'd want to try first? Or what set of classes, like, would you want to be healer, well, roll, tank, any of this kind of stuff? So you probably don't know much about any of the... Lady Chai's up in the parlor. Best not keep her waiting, eh? I actually don't know much about, like, the Reaper or the Sage, because I haven't played them, and I haven't unlocked the Bard, the Pictomancer, and the Blue Mage. I'm just gonna... You have a cookbook of Final Fantasy XIV? Really? Is it like an official, or is it one of those fan-made kind of things? And there is the Colantarian. But that's a non-fighting role. Obviously. It was the folks over at Crystarium who told me you'd be down at Journey's Head, and lucky for me you were still there, running around after people is tiring work. I know, right? As a main protagonist. Well, not there here seems to be out of the ordinary. I will post a picture. Okay. Out of the ordinary, though. I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off in the distance and all that, sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of her distress. Looking for a leader? Most likely, I'm guessing. Let me put this forward. She likes Alphino better than me.
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Not sure all of the classes. I can understand that. Do you have any roles that you normally would like to play? Like, say, tank, a healer, or...
What of Master Chai?
DPS, whether it's melee DPS or, say, magic range DPS?
But that is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone!
What? What happened?
Probably getting something for you. He also was at the, he gave...
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg. With Lord Vorthri out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
You know, I was making a joke about being a new leader must be chosen, but I didn't realize it'd actually be a part of the plot. Melee? Okay.
And so you held an election?
Yes. Well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see.
Too much responsibility.
After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Oh, God.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
Well, what he might be doing is going around taking stock of all the places.
But
you know, being a
Bashnership.
Bashnership.
Proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice.
Getting
Indeed,
reacquainted with the outdoor.
I told him as much when his victory was first announced.
But he probably
perhaps
groveled about
I was
it.
too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
Yeah, I don't think, from what I know of his type, to be the one though. As much as he'll complain, bitch, and moan about it, he'll stand when it comes.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee?
Yes, they do.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
It's a pretty fun... It's my favorite melee class.
Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty.
That I've played
much
so
less
far.
His beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
You truly think so?
Yeah, and I'm gonna kick his ass for not informing of that, or at least leaving a letter to say why you left. Ah!
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
Oh, you actually care what I think? I don't know, but whatever it is, he wouldn't have fled.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return.
Like I say, I haven't done Reaper enough to understand it, and I definitely haven't tried Viper, and I think those are two also melee ones.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease.
Yeah, just ignore me. I didn't help.
And await his return.
The fact that both of the other two people here also said. I don't know anything about it. I haven't unlocked it. I know, I could unlock it, but I haven't because I feel I'm already still overwhelmed by learning and trying to keep up with everything else, like the Disciples of the Hand, Disciples of the Land, and then trying to level all these other things right now. But it is a melee. Let me go ahead and pull up the wiki for it. It's with the new expansion. So if you buy the, like, Like, I think they have the entire collection already, so it'll come all together, but it's with the Dawn Trail. And you won't be able to learn it until, you have a level 80 or higher, Disciple of War or Magic, which is any of those skills that are considered. Let's see, introduced with the myriad of beasts and Turiel, a select few awaken preternatural powers, becoming what's known as Turiel Vidar. Saying that's wrong. Hunters study to overcome the threat of these mighty beings. Hunters studied one of nature's deadliest predators, one capable of overcoming foes greater than even themselves, the Viper. They are swift and agile, with dual blades like fangs to bite, or combined to a single weapon to weave about the battlefield. Named for the serpent that inspired their fighting style, the Vipers of Turiel remain steadfast to their duties to defend the people. The Viper's close-range fighting style, passed down by Turiel hunters for generations, I will be saying these words wrong, yay! Uses quick and decisive strikes with two one-handed blades alongside powerful flourishes from a combined two-handed weapon. Once a foe is weakened, they empower themselves with the strength of their ancestors and to deliver a powerful and decisive finishing blow. That's what the Dawn Trail special site says. But yeah, if I'm going to level up a class, I prefer to understand what I'm doing while leveling up the class, and if I'm leveling too many classes at once, I fear that I am not understanding more than I'm understanding. So that's the reason why, I mean, I realized I unlocked Reaper and Sage, but then I realized I'm not going to be using them anytime soon. But my favorite right now is Astrologian as a healer, but you don't get Astrologian until the first expansion. And I get to play with cards. But anyways, you said Dragoon. My Dragoon's this. Currently. Anyways, need to get back to my not high enough level for this expansion. Currently. You know, Yulmur's nothing like I thought it'd be, but somehow I can't picture going anywhere else. The Chais are a part of it, I suppose. They've been good to me. I only wish there was something more I could do to help them. Notable absence. For all his coveting words, Alpha knows plainly troubled by Master Chai's appearance. It makes no sense that Master Chai to left without a word. Yeah, Dragoons, the joke of also is, Dragoons are floor tanks. Because, one of their back jumps often ends up with them falling off platforms. Though the hilarious part is they have no fall damage, so it's kind of like, why now? Makes no sense for Master Chai to be left without a word, but even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here would have seen something, I am sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether anyone saw him leave, or failing that, if they have any idea of where he might have gone. I will meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on. Master Chai? Well, yes, I spoke to him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood. Concerned about Yulmor's neglect of industry, you see. With Lord Valthyri's apparent inexhaustible stores of mole, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of the trade here in Yulmor, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. State of businesses, okay. The Wall of Death. Yeah, I know, right? And sometimes, you know, not just wall of death, it's sometimes, you know, dodgeable things that they jump back straight into that are insta-kills. We're going down to the buttresses. No, it's all the way down there. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When I last saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defenses, amongst other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Valfrey. Oh, you mean me kicking their asses? Cool! And finding General Rajit on a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. Well, he fucking started it and wouldn't stop. The man committed no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seem lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. Of course not. Nah. Without you and yours, we'd still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I propose the replenishment of our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts in Gatetown. We have a duty to protect not only Yulmore, you see, but the surrounding regions of as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up the arms for that case. Indeed, I told him as much, and he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note that we parted ways. He's headed outside, as I recall. The exchange taught you the perilous state of Yulmore's... Look, I'm not playing a military/city defense simulator, or, like, building simulator. I'm not playing City Skylines or, the Civilizations. Ages of Battle, I mean, Ages of War. It's been forever since I've played some of those games, though. But then again, he was elected mayor, and by everybody putting in names and saying who they want. Of course we're still here. Can't leave all people who are in need. That's Halbert's creed, and the only reason why I'm still alive. I recall a man fitting that description. Asked to speak to the poor buggers lately come from the right. Said he wanted to know the state of things down in the Delarix. And you be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, and there's plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge. And it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folks here don't just want to survive, they want to thrive. And when he heard that, he started mumbling to himself, something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content with having his ear chewed about the derelicts, he asked about other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed for Gatetown the last I saw him. Okay. I think we're jumping back to see where... Well, everybody can celebrate in Yulmore that we're no longer eating people. That was definitely not a sarcasm statement. Any luck? I got nowhere myself, but sounds like Alphino might have. So did I. Ah, there you are. How do you fare? Have you learned anything which might be a clue of Master Chai's whereabouts? Alright, I hope you sleep well, Cheese! Let's say, and tomorrow's Sunday, so I hope everything goes well. And is it next week that you're going to Las Vegas? Or is it after that, or do you have to go to work before you go to Las Vegas? Anyways, see you later, hon. I hope, if we don't talk before you leave for Las Vegas, I hope your trip there goes well, too. Or if you have work before you go on your trip, I hope your work goes well and smoothly so you can relax on your vacation. Ah, there you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything that might offer a clue about Chai's whereabouts? Yeah, I mean, it's according to what form of eating it is, though. Apocalypse. Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Yulmore, an idea which had the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Yulmore, I mean, not the bee. Oh, we're gonna make it to Las Vegas since we're bringing up Las Vegas? Bad jokes. I mean, it is kind of gaudy. It didn't take long for folks to start moaning after Valtteri left. Now everyone in Yulmore's got something to complain about. Wouldn't want to be Master Chai's shoes. Having to keep that lot happy. I know, right? All we know for certain is that Master Chai has showed great concern not only for Yulmore, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical, then, that having consulted those within the city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Ishnai, if you would go and make inquiries and write, I shall do likewise in Stilltide. Gate Town I leave to you, Kaishir. Fair enough. Where shall we meet when we finished? Well, Top Rung, it would seem to me, is next most likely destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, any one of us shall stumble upon him by then. If not, we'll be well situated to continue our search. Speak with Haste-Lot. And we are at 6 hours. Okay, yeah. We'll probably end it for tonight. I'm now looking at the time. It's almost 3 in the morning. Ah! Alright. Let me find somebody to raid. Alright, y'all. Let's see real quick about timing on this one. They might be leaving. Alright, I have somebody. Alright, y'all. This was Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let's go.